Hey guys, in this video I'm going to do the panel lining and decals on the real grade high new Gundam. Uh, this kit was awesome to build, and it as great as it looks, it did really benefit from getting the panel line and the decals. Here you show I got the fine Gundam marker and the panel line accent black. Panel line, the actual panel line, just I use that for most of this. The marker's good for a few things, but it doesn't always come out as dark as I'd like it to. And you can see there's the sticker sheet, which I already did some of the internal stickers. So, of course, first thing is I got to take this guy to make it easier, take him apart into his different sections. There is quite a few decals, not the most I've ever done. That, of course, would be the Master Grade Thunderbolt Gundam. That had like 200 water slide decals. This is all regular stickers. Of course, it would be nice if they were water slides because they'd probably be a little more permanent. But here I'm just showing you like the leg, just so you can see. I don't sit there and go through every single thing, showing it all until the very end when everything's done. But just kind of showing you. I mean, there's only so much, because this is a real grade and there's such good color separation, a lot of colors and a lot of small parts. There's only so many places to really do panel lining, and there's a couple that I could have done that I ended up not doing. But I just tried to do the parts that I thought were important and it would pop the most and be the most obvious. Like I didn't really do too much on the abdomen, kind of upper body area, but I didn't do a whole lot on the legs. There wasn't a whole lot to do. But then I did the inside of all the funnels, which I'm probably not going to pose any of those like out flying around like I do with my real grade new Gundam. But hey, it was just something that I wanted to get it done on this one because these were done in white plastic and it would look really nice. I also just wanted to take a moment here, and that last video I did, that was me building this kit, is like doing way better than my videos normally do, which is feels pretty awesome. Kind of helps energize me to do these videos. I only have so much time usually on the weekends to make them, and I can't always do like middle of the week deadlines that I set for myself that I want to. But like this I originally wanted to have done for like Thursday or something, but I just didn't have the time to get it done until today. But here we are. I went and did all the first legs, so you can kind of see what kind of difference it makes. There's only like a handful of small stickers, but I mean they just add a nice little extra pop of color, as well as a couple little lines here and there. Like I said, there's a couple spots that I probably could have done that I just didn't bother with, but I mean, some of those parts are going to be covered by other pieces, so it didn't really matter. But now we're going to kind of jump around. We'll go ahead and just piece by piece go through. As far as how I'm removing this, I don't have. Normally people use what is it, Tamiya thinner, like the X20 or whatever. I've had trouble finding the actual X20, which is an enamel thinner, because the panel line is an enamel paint. But I've only ever really been able to find the X20A, which is the acrylic version. It doesn't really work that great, but I find using which you might see me in a couple spots use it, those white polymer erasers, those surprisingly works very well, especially when you let these like dry. Like I ended up putting the panel line in and letting this sit like for like a day or two, a couple days before I actually had time to go back and finish. I completed a couple pieces, but it took me a few days to get some time to actually sit there and get it done. But yeah, here's the funnels. This is where I wanted to show just how much of a difference this little step can make. I mean, there's so many little details inside of these. And actually, on the regular new Gundam, the real grade new Gundam, this part is black, and I actually have gray panel line, and I used it on it. It doesn't pop nearly as much as this does, though, with the black on the white. It's just such a greater contrast, and I mean, in the end, when it's all cleaned up, I showed at the end, it ended up looking really nice. Of course, that is the thing, is there's 6 of these, and it's basically the same thing, just flipped over. So that is probably the largest part of the most repetitive part, I should say, of doing this kit was that. But yeah, just got a couple little time lapses here and there, little sped up bits, just so you can kind of see. I mean, already you can see just how much of a difference, and it's not even like cleaned up. And these only, there wasn't really nothing to do on the top side, except for like 3 little tiny dots that you can't even really get that much panel line in to begin with. But yeah, here I actually got to do a little side just so you can see like how much detail there really is. It really helps. It really does make it pop more on camera. I mean, in person, and in person too. I mean, but yeah. Now that I got that done and kind of cleaned up on most things, I'm gonna go ahead and get the stickers on it. Which some things like this are pretty simple. It's just 3 stickers on the side and the same ones on the other side. This is actually one of the. I kind of noticed this when I was doing the stickers. This is one of the few beam rifles that don't have one of those foil like camera stickers on it. The rocket launcher there does have 2 of those actually, and yeah, no, it's just I was just kind of surprised with that because they usually do, but then again, it just doesn't have that kind of scope like piece on it that a lot of them do. But now I'm going to go ahead and do the shield. And you see the shield, because there's so many different parts, doesn't have a whole lot of places to panel line, but it has a couple, and I mostly just kind of did these lines on either side down the middle kind of sections. Oh yeah, this part. So this sticker, these 2 pieces on my shield don't lay flush together, the blue and the white. The blue is kind of like sunken down farther. So I ended up, once I got this lined up pretty good, I was pretty happy with how I got it lined up. I then took my razor blade and kind of tried to cut it a bit, just so that way there wouldn't just be this big gap in the middle. You can't really see it on camera, but so that doesn't really show it, but you can kind of see it a little bit. There's like a little lip where that white piece is, the upper white piece. But I just went ahead and tried to cut it without damaging the sticker, just so I could get it to lay more flat. And just going about doing the other couple of stickers. So there's that in the middle, and there's these ones on the sides. Nothing on the lower half. If there was a bigger flat section in the bottom half, there was a sticker that there's like 1 or 2 like kind of nice stickers that you don't use on that decal sheet. One of them is that kind of unicorn sort of logo that I just put on there, the white one. There's a gray version, and you don't use that anywhere. There's a Londo Bell like LB logo that you don't use anywhere. So yeah, so here's just the finished product. Those foil stickers on the upper calf there, I actually lost one of them. And I just could not for the life of me find it. I've carpeted floors and that thing disappears so tiny. But yeah, so here's like the little skirts. And let's go ahead and I got this guy done. Like I said, there wasn't a whole lot to show really. Like it's just the same like 2 kind of steps over and over again. A couple of steps or whatever. So yeah, I'm just gonna get this guy together and then give you all a nice little shot of him all finished. I didn't do any like size comparisons or nothing, just because I did all that in the build video. There's the side skirt pieces. You can kind of see everything all down there, all labeled and stickered. But yeah, hope these videos keep doing well. Next is going to be a couple Warhammer things. I'm going to try and get those done today. I actually had a little trouble with the that Combat Patrol subscription. There's a little issue with my card, and I think they might have canceled my subscription. I don't know. I'm working on getting that fixed and resumed. So hopefully I can still get that next delivery on time. But hey, it just gives me a little more time to. If it's not, then it just gives me a little more time to work on these guys, which I'm gonna try. And I think I have the time this weekend to do them. I'm gonna do a Librarian Terminator armor. Then I got 10 Termagants. They should just be an easy, quick thing. So hopefully I can knock them out in the next day or two, and then just over the week or so, week and a half, get those uploaded. Here are the forearms. Oh yeah, I showed the upper body as well. Didn't mention that. I didn't really do any panel lining on the main kind of torso. There was only a few spots that I probably would have, and maybe at some point I'll go back and do them, but it kind of doesn't really need it. The shoulders came out awesome. I love these little details on them. And actually, the right shoulder that I did, the one that I did first, that A sticker on the back, that was just an optional sticker. It didn't even say anything about using it optional. That's where you would use it, but I noticed the detail on the side matched the piece that I put on there, so I went ahead and just used it. It's a cool looking sticker. So yeah, some of these didn't have a whole. I'm surprised they didn't do foil stickers on the inside of the elbows there. There's a few spots, joints just like that all around that they did. And I'm kind of curious if that's just something that I missed or if they just didn't do it. I don't think there was any extra of those kind of stickers. No, there wasn't. It is interesting seeing how like you use almost all the stickers and then there's just like a couple here and there that you don't. It makes you wonder if like is like some of these just like share with other kits or something, or how they do that. Yeah, here's the fuel tanks. Those long stickers are so hard to line up. One of them, that bottom one, I didn't get it straight, and I don't think I got either of them straight, to be honest. But they're close. Close enough. I mean, it's going to be on the back side of the kit. You ain't never really going to see it unless like you pick it up and turn it around and really look at it with like some close detail. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get this guy finished put together. Oh yeah, still show you his weapons and shield. Oh yeah, here's the head. The head. This is just one of my favorite Gundam heads, man. Just like so cool and menacing looking. I feel like I might have put that sticker a little too high. I don't know if that's just I did that or maybe it's like how it's supposed to be. But I don't want to try and take it off, take it apart, and reapply it. I didn't. Oh yeah, I didn't panel line the extra hands. Probably not gonna use them, except for maybe the fist. I'm not sure because right now I'm using the trigger finger hand, which they only give you a right hand of that, and then the left holding hand for the bazooka. Because right now I have them holding both the beam rifle and bazooka. But in a couple months I'm supposed to be getting the expansion kit for this with that hyper mega bazooka launcher thing or whatever, that massive like its own real great separate kit weapon, and so he's not going to be wielding either of these weapons. But until then I'm just going to have him hold both, and then when I get that I'm going to stick both of these on him. And here's the shield again. I think you already kind of showed you that, but I didn't do like the full shot. You can see all the panel lining. The panel lines, those panel lines I did could have came out a little cleaner, but it is what it is. I think I did those with the marker. Oh yeah, and the here's the finished, cleaned up funnels. They just had those little stickers on the end, and yeah, just looks that extra pop. Anyway, if you all enjoyed the video, be sure to like and subscribe, and stay tuned for more. There is going to be some more Gundam stuff in the future. Just I don't have any projects lined up right now, other than 2 kits that it's going to be a little while before they come in, but I have some other stuff that I'm probably going to order soon, just to kind of keep that back and forth with the Warhammer and Gundam stuff. But yeah, see you all next one.